Hello everyone, welcome again to Real Class. My name still remains M.A. Ido, and this time we are looking at registers. Alright? Registers have to do with the choice of words used in various fields. Engineering has its own registers, medicine has its own registers, politics has its own registers, so do we have in other fields of human endeavor. Alright? But this time around, we are looking at registers on literature and of course entertainment. Okay? Now, we have what we call cinephile or cineast. A cinephile or cineast is someone that likes watching movies. Alright? Someone that likes watching movies is referred to as a cinephile or a cineast. Then you talk about dubbing. Dubbing has to do with the use of sounds or soundtracks in what movies. That's what they call dubbing. For those of you that know Titanic very well, the soundtrack there at the background is My Heart Will Go On by Celine Dion. So addition of sound to motion pictures. Now another word for movie is motion pictures. The addition of sounds to motion pictures or movies is referred to as dubbing. Then you talk about audience. Audience refers to a collection of persons watching drama on stage. Alright, if it is church, you call them congregation. But this time, we talk about audience in the theater. Then you talk about comedy. Of course, it's a very funny drama that usually have a happy conclusion to its plot. That drama that makes you, have a feeling of happiness, alright, with a sad conclusion to its plot is said to be a comedy. Then tragedy is a play with a sad conclusion to its plot, where characters are, often finding themselves in a mood of melancholy or sadness. Alright? Then you talk about theater goer, somebody that goes to the theater is a theater goer. Another word for theater goer is film goer or play goer. Alright, for someone that loves going to the word theater. And don't forget what a theater is. It's an arena structured where dramatic activities and other spectacles, you know what they call spectacles, interesting performance, take place. Then who is a director? Somebody that sees to the orderliness of action. A director must see to how orderly you present yourself on stage in the course of a dramatic activity. Then we talk about a stage. What is a stage? A stage is found within a theater. So it's a platform raised where a dramatic activity or other performance takes place. If you are a singer, you can come on stage to sing, but it's a platform usually raised. Alright, that's that within a theater. Then you talk about a tragedian. Tragedian is an actor in tragedy. An actor in tragedy is a tragedian. You can also use the word to mean the writer of a tragedy, a tragedian. Then a female actor in tragedy can be a tragedian. Alright? A female actor in tragedy can be referred to as what? A tragedian. Let me just put it here. Alright? Tragedian. That's a female actor. That's an actress in tragedy. It's a tragedian. Then you talk about farce. Farce is a type of comedy. It's a comedy with stupid characters, where characters appear to be very foolish in their behaviors. Alright? In a farce, the audience or the readers tend to laugh so much that they fall over to their backs because they feel the characters are so stupid with their doings and their goings. Then what's a soliloquy? Soliloquy is simply a loud speech made by a character when he is alone on stage to reveal his thoughts to the audience. When you make a loud speech just to reveal your thoughts to the audience in drama, or you have a soliloquy. Then you talk about aside. Aside is very different from soliloquy because in an aside, other characters are still on stage. But the person or the character in question lives where the characters are to reveal his thoughts silently to the audience, preventing the characters or other characters from listening. So aside is a silent utterance made by a character when not alone on stage so as to reveal his thought to the audience. That's why we say that aside is like a gossip between the character on stage and the audience, preventing the other characters from listening. Then you talk about die the death. Die the death is a way of presenting drama without arousing any interest in the audience. Alright? When drama is not successful, it is called die the death. When drama is not successful, it is called die the death. Then when it is successful, we call it box office success. When drama is successful, we call it box office. Box office. When drama achieves a box office success, then we say it is what? Very much successful. Then we talk about cat call. When drama is not successful, I said it is die the death, right? There will be noise of disapproval in the theater. That noise of disapproval is called cat call. All right? Cat call. Then you talk about tragedy. I made reference to it earlier to mean an actress in tragedy. Then when you talk about clap refers to a group of persons that are hired to clap at a theater or at a concert. All right? Yes, you just hire them, pay them for them to clap, to give a round of applause for the performer. Then you talk about premiere. Premiere is the first part of a performance. All right, the first time you perform on stage. All right, you present a particular performance on stage is the premiere of the show. Then you talk about producer. Producer is the person that finances a stage performance. He commissions a stage performance. All right, that's the producer. Then character is the individual or figure represented in what? Drama. All right, talk about theater. I made reference to it earlier. That's an arena structured where dramatic activities and other spectacles or interesting performance take place. What's improvisation? It is the provision of a suitable alternative to an already planned action. If, for example, you were told that when you get to the stage, you are going to see children, shout at them for them to leave the stage, and as a good character, you get to the stage, you could not find anybody, what you do is to improvise. You don't walk out of the stage because it was impossible for you. Do another thing to what? Replace that thing that was never possible. So that provision of a suitable alternative to an already planned action is called improvisation. Even in our fine art, we have what they call improvisation. In the absence of color or imposter color, absence of watercolor, you can use animal blood to paint, or you can use charcoal to paint. All right? Yes, so that becomes improvisation. Then comedian. Comedian is that person that cracks joke to make you laugh. All right? The female comedian is called a comedian. All right? A female comedian is referred to as a comedian. All right? So that's that. So we now look at what they call rest. What's rest? Rest is, now you know that in poetry, we have a kind of pause or break, all right, which we call caesura. But in music, that pause or break we have is called rest. All right, when the singer is singing and the singer has to pause a little, maybe before the chorus begins, that point is called the rest. All right, yes. Then we talk about box office. Box office success. I've told you, when a play achieves a box office success, it is assumed that it has succeeded. Box office has another meaning. Another meaning of box office is a place where you buy tickets in the theater. All right. Then we have courtony. Courtony is a booth worn by actors and actresses who are not tall on stage in the drama of the ancient Greek. When they wear these boots, if you increase their height for the audience to see them, that's courtony. Find it. Then a flat character is the character that does not change. We also refer to flat character as type or static character. You remain the same person you are throughout. The opposite is the round character. A round character is that character that changes in the course of the plot development. Then you talk about suspense. Suspense is a state of tenterhooks, a state of anxiety, or a state of anxious expectation on the part of the reader or audience as to what will be the likely outcome of a story. All right? The opposite is foreshadowing. Foreshadowing is what? A sign. Another device we have there is what? Foreshadowing. Foreshadowing is a sign, all right, shown to us that will project how the future will look like. All right? Yeah. It is a sign that shows what is going to happen in the future. The opposite of foreshadowing is flashback, which is a recall to past events to shed light on the present situation. Then prologue means introduction to what? Drama. The introductory part of drama is called prologue. Okay? Then we talk about epilogue. If it is epilogue, it is the conclusion of what? Drama. That summary you find at the end of drama is called epilogue. Then what about act? That's major divisions of what? Drama. That's what they call act. Then the minor divisions will become what? Scene. I earlier made reference to what? Comedy. To mean what? Female comedian. All right, so that's that. In our next class, we are going to look at registers on other fields.